Gabby. Welcome to my channel. And today I want to talk about some things. So let's go. Hello everyone. Hi. So I wanted to make a video today. Had something else planned, but I didn't prepare it. So I decided to do something else after watching Jamie. I forgot the channel, but I'll try to put it down somewhere right now on the screen. I will say I'll put it in the description box, but I barely put anything in the description box these days, and I just leave it blank. If I remember, I'll try to do that too, but yeah. So I had this idea to do, because I do love cringy writing or terrible writing. I find it funny sometimes, depending on the writing. So here I am. I'm going to read some, not going to read a lot. I do have to get ready to go later today, so I just want to get something out quickly. Here we go. So here we go. We got, for the first one, is Men Writing Women. And this one first, confused me. Kathy, this is called, well, the title of the Reddit is called, I just don't think they work like that. Kathy always had a child's figure, even after she has grown. Slender, delicate arms and hands. Tiny hands. Her breasts never developed very much. Before her puberty, the nipples will turn inward. Her mother had to mutilate them out when they become painful in Kathy's 10th year. Yeah, I also don't think it works like that. I know there is such thing as inverted nipples, but I don't think you manipulate them out. I don't think they also become painful, but that's just me. I never heard anybody complain they were painful. So that's just weird. Yay, my first spine. She had been slim, but her breasts, soft glow within the shadows of those silly pajamas, had a look firm, full and firm. Wow, okay, so that's just about her breasts. Let me see if I get something better else. Okay, this one just doesn't make sense to me at all. It's called Slaves to Desire. Nature has endowed me with exceptional sexual desire, which burns within me. Focus only on satisfaction until it overwhelms my rational thoughts. I always have to fuck a lot to remain normal. Okay, I feel like this is supposed to be, oh, this is a woman writing about a man. Okay, wow, that's also really weird and throws me off. Okay, so that makes more sense. I'm on men writing men, so I was like men writing women, so that just threw me off. Anyway, what do we need to fuck a lot to remain normal? Is this how women think that men are things too? But I can't blame it from what they've written. Okay, I might skip that one and edit that one out. Okay, here we go. Never thought I'd see one IRL. I know time to go, Lauren said. I'll watch you undress later. She looked straight into his hungry dark eyes, patted her breast with the fats of her fingers, fluffing up her nipples, and got dressed. Okay, it's like her nipples like pillows, like fluffing it up. I'm just sorry. That's what I'm thinking when I heard that. Fluffing. Okay. Is her nipples feathers? Okay, this one is not about a woman, but they use a woman to describe the scenery. Okay, so many times we had gone over the chart and the pilot book, memorizing the notoriously tricky and almost shackless passage under Cornwall Bridge. The entrance are Loch Intiff. There was a distance, tight like a vagina's hymen, after the spreaded thighs of Armbarch Bay and the folds of bays within bays. That is not how a vagina's hymen works. I would implore you to look it up and do your research, but I highly doubt it. But yes. Okay, here's another one. They didn't give us anything. They just gave the book. But anyway, something had made this woman monotonous. Her big breasts moved dully as she spoke. Or she would stand, and the weight of her silence impressed itself on strangers. If the more sensitive amongst them, those she served or just failed to look at Rose, it would be because her manner seemed to acute the consequence. Or it would have been, more simply, that they were embarrassed by her lip. What is that? First of all. Second of all, how does her breast move dully? Like, how does breast move dully? That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's why I read it. How does one breast move dully? Why is it important that her breast moves? Why does that make her monotonous? Why would her breast move when she speaks? When she speaks, I'm speaking. Like, when I move, it moves, but when I'm speaking, it's not moving. So, I'm sorry. That confused me. And that's not I got small. Okay, this one I like because this guy has priorities. Okay, here we go. Where should I start? Okay, so I'm just starting from the beginning. Minimally lucid spectators of the right wing might have not also noticed, despite the mainstream media's addiction to the economic motivation theory, that had almost all discussion of class issues vanished from far-right circles during the Trump presidency. A stylish and long-legged blonde business owner sitting across her woman's clothing shop slipped on a Budweiser in a miniskirt and high heels and watching, with incredulity, the Tea Party rally that I covered. Saw through the lie pretty easily, telling me. These people claim that they were about small business. I had never seen them around here before all my life. So, as I said, he has his party. One, stylish, and two, long-legged blonde business owner. I pretty much pictured long legs with blonde hair on top, but I could be wrong with some stylish stockings. He has his party. Does she have blonde hair? Check. Does she have legs? Check. Okay, it is. I'm just making sure. Okay, this will be the last one for the men writing girls. Woman, men writing woman. Oh yes, I'm single, and so is my girlfriend. She looked fabulous in her tights and a long sweater. The sweater curved perfectly over her breasts. I tried hard not to stare. I looked at her legs, and even those thighs. They look awesome. I wondered what it would be like to run my trembling hands over them. I sweated. She was irritably hot. The sweater curved perfectly over her breast, and I tried hard not to stare. They don't stare. I'm sorry, I don't get that one either. That wasn't as funny as I hoped. Okay. I do think that medieval poets were the OG men writing women. Arabic poetry, okay, this is like a meme. Arabic poetry, absolutely gorgeous with the way poets express these beautiful, complex emotions so easily. Then there's this. She has an ass below a slender waist that oppresses both. It tortures me when I think about it, and tires me when she moves to stand up. I'm sorry, is she sitting on you? That's what I'm thinking when she said it. Like, she's literally oppressing them, like sitting on them, and it tires them. So when she gets up, they are tired. They was carrying all that weight. Just me, my thoughts. And okay, let's do this one. Okay, this one's after this one. She was that age. The nail at that of the moment remained without a purpose. It was a day humming with heat, facing the tree the way she faced a long mirror. She took her breasts and lifted them gently from the pull of the earth. Vaguely, she wanted to kiss herself. If the reddish earth, the dead leaves, dry twigs and grass, the ants and remote and prickly eucalyptus had not been inviting and unsympathetic, she would have undressed, taken everything off, and faced the general warmth and wide openness. She was that age. Okay, what is she, like a preteen? Coming into puberty? Is that puberty? Is that it? Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. She was that age. What age is that specifically? I want to know what age this specific author was writing about, because I don't know what that age that was. But oh my gosh, wait, where is it? She took her breasts and lifted them gently from the pull of the earth. Damn, gravity. Was it that heavy? Like, I'm sorry, I'm just thinking like stones. Like it was stones, like she's pulling, like, you know, like when gravity really played down, like apples, like it's falling, so it had pulled up. Oh my gosh. And apparently, I thought she was already like nude, standing in the mirror, but apparently she had dressed. Okay, that's different. She would have undressed. Okay. Oh my gosh, that brought little tears to my eyes. Okay, let's try to do men writing men. And I just like this one because it just says, such manly handwriting. Dear Evely, I love you more than birds love the morning sun. Every second I'm away from you, and the moment I wasted, I am yours forever, Mira. And yes, I think the woman's look more manly, but yes, I don't know if you can see it. I am watching YouTube about Descendants, but no, just look at the writing. Yeah, when I first read it, I didn't even think it was a man either. I thought it was a woman writing to a woman. Okay, the description of an angel from the Book of Mormon is written in a very evocative style. He had a loose robe of most exquisite whiteness. It was a whiteness beyond anything earthly I had ever seen, or do I believe that that any earthly thing beyond could be made to appear so exceedingly white and brilliant. His hands were naked. Are hands dressed? Is this like he is missing his skin? Okay, and his arms also. I mean, I get this gets the arms because he could put sleeves on, but I'm just because he said the hands were naked. I assume he had no gloves, so I'm assuming he's skinless. Why would the hands be? Do they always wear gloves? The Mormons only always wear gloves. I see the Mormons, and I don't think they wear gloves all the time. So why would they assume that their hands would not be naked? Okay. A little above the wrist, also wore his feet naked, as wore his legs. Were he just completely naked? Like he had nothing on? But he has white clothes. So are they talking about his skin? Are you talking about his skin is white? Like, I'm just getting to where the clothes are. A little above the ankles. His head and neck were also bare. Okay, he was just all nude. Why don't you say he's all nude? I also could discover that he had no other clothing on but this robe. Oh, he has a robe on now. Okay. As it was open so that they could see his bosom. This man is might as well be has been naked. Apparently he has a robe on, but his robe is not covering anything. So he might as well just be naked. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, okay. I wasn't expecting that. Cooking, but must be masculine. Crouch. Andrew was waiting for me when I got in. I could tell the moment I opened the door because of the smell coming in from the kitchen. Andreas is a fantastic cook. He cooks in a very masculine way. Rattling pans, throwing in the ingredients without measuring them. Everything high speed, on roaring flames with a glass of wine, rattling pans, throwing in the ingredients without measuring them, everything high speed, on roaring flames with a red glass in hand. I've never seen him constant a cookery book. The table was laid for two with candles and flowers that looked like they came from a garden, not a shop. He grinned when he saw me and gave me a hug. So I can't feel called out because apparently I cook masculinely. I also don't consult a cookbook. I mean, I don't cook with a wine in hand, but I also don't measure either. Apparently I cook masculinely too. I didn't think that was a masculine thing to do. Okay. Do you always have to consult a cookbook? Like, do you have cooked some recipes that you already know by heart that you cook enough? I'm just asking. I agree. So this is a meme. Did a rooster write this? The rooster may break up hen fights, find and give treats to the hens, encourage egg laying, and even more in the next boxes. Roosters are beautiful. Roosters are a classic form, are icons, and they are gorgeous to look at in many cases. Roosters have a lot of personality. Oh my god. I don't know if this may or may not be true about roosters, but the way they write is about how men write how they should treat women or something like that. Basically, if you read enough thing about men, how men write women, you'll see the comparison. Oh my gosh. Okay, that was hilarious. Oh, that brought tears to my eyes. Reading Game of Thrones for the first time, cannot begin to count the times I've laughed. He might have heard our voices, Brian said. Hoarder, you forgot your clothes. Hoarder Green. He was Dripping wet from the neck down, streaming in clear. His body was covered with brown hair, thick as a pellet. Between his legs, his mask swung low and heavily. Okay, so he's a hairy guy with a big manhood, and he calls himself by name. Hodor? Hodor agreed. He talks to himself in third person. When he agrees, he says his name. That's the joke? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, told to post this here. Upstairs, Richie Benetti sat in a ring-back chair facing the terrace over the Grand Canal. He draped himself in big British newspaper and crossed his leg the tough guy way, displaying every contour of his ball sack on his tight custom tailored suit pants. A long, expensive, brightly patterned sock, suede loafers, and a Karch logo. Is he wearing clothes or is he naked? I'm sorry. That was very conflicting and confusing to me. Because apparently, he's draping himself in big newspaper. So he's like, I'm thinking he's naked because he's draping himself. Like, you know how you drape? Do you, like, draping, like, putting on top of yourself, draping. So I'm thinking the newspaper is, like, literally draped over his, like, shoulders, and he's naked, draped over his legs, and he has crossed his legs in tough guy way. How do you cross your legs in tough guy way? What is a tough guy way of crossing, like, I'm sorry, I don't think if there's a tough guy way. Are you talking about, are you talking about when you cross your legs like this? That's tough guy? How does that make you look tough? Okay. I never thought that was a tough guy way of folding. I just thought you was folding your legs. But okay. Every contour of his ball sacks. How tight is his pantsuits? Again, I was conflicted because